bugger. Yes, I am. Doom bugger. Come on, man. Old man on the back porch, old man on the back porch, old man on the back porch, and that old man is me. Hey-ya. I came to YouTube to watch some weirdo sweeping his garage. Oh. I only had two hands. All right, anybody home? Is it just me today? My daughter should be joining us for training. I like that better. All right, who's in the house? How are you? Summer 5, Steven? Tired. Last night I did actually go to Muay Thai for the first time, and I didn't really do much. It's still kind of limited. I can't really, like, if I were to punch somebody, that would be okay. But if I hit it wrong and put any force on the bicep, it would be bad. We got Manuel. How's work been going? Holy shit, my man. So I went into the office today just to speak to the project manager, and we got a new production superintendent. We took a good friend of mine's place. And I didn't realize this, but it's a good thing I stopped in because how do I put this? There's a ton of work, and nobody told me what was going on. So I went into work just to kind of pop in and say hi to everybody, and I left a rock star because this guy had a whole bunch of stuff and he didn't really know what to do with. He's getting acclimated, and I just popped in and I was like, did you get all these emails recently? None of them had me tagged in them. I'm the Las Vegas area manager, and they're just a whole bunch of safety stuff from our corporate office, and they didn't tag me in any of them. I had no idea. So I'm just looking at it. I'm like, I can do all of this. A good example. So I don't know if you guys ever seen tower cranes, those big, huge towers and the crane on top of it, and it goes back and forth, and you got a little driver up there. Let's say you're the general or you're a subcontractor, you're a carpenter or whatever, and you need to use that crane. And all you know is whoever's running the project, the general contractor, that's their crane, right? So, we have a system that goes in elevator shafts, and it uses hydraulics, and it moves up and down. It's like a mobile platform, and the general contractor owns it essentially. And they were looking for the specifications of it and how it operated and that kind of thing. So I told them, I said, well, I know this system, I know who owns it, and the general contractor doesn't own it. They rent it, and it's operated by a third party, and I can get you in contact with their safety department, the engineering specs, what you can and actually can't do with it. And he was like, whoa. I was like, yeah, dude, I mean, if you would have called me, I would have had all that ready for you. And then they had to submit a whole bunch of paperwork, like site-specific safety programs, new hire orientations, hot weather, heat illness plans, and everything. And I'm like, I did all that months ago. It's just sitting on the server, and they were all freaking out. And I email pink, they're done. And so I left looking like a rock star. I was like, hell yeah. And like I told him, I said, bro, if you get anything that is any way related to safety or safety engineering, because safety engineering is different than being a safety manager. Like a safety manager tells you to put your glasses on, your hard hat. Safety engineering is more like specifications and tolerances, like how much will quarter-inch mild steel angle iron hold with 3/8 inch stainless steel cables and 2 U-bolts, that kind of thing. I actually can calculate all that stuff. I can just like, ask rich Uncle Google, and like that's my wheelhouse, you know. So I kind of wandered in randomly, and like I acted like it was, oh yeah, I knew about all this stuff. Absolutely. I just came to check in on you guys and see if you needed anything. I'm like, we have like 5 projects that are getting ready to start, and I didn't know about them. Like, you got everything ready, orientations and all that stuff? Like, yep, already done. Oh. Yeah, we got Mafe Sanchez. What's up? We got Mike Torino. Let's see, let's get the lighting better. That's moody. Hey, kids. Welcome to my gym. Yeah, now you can see how old I am. All right, Bob, what's up, brother? Bobby or Bobbio, your salaries is 6 figures. Oh, I mean, I don't like to brag, but yeah. I'm not one of those guys that, like, you're like, when you go out to dinner, they're like, did you give me your card? And you're like, hey, I'm the, no one cares. They're like, what do you do for a living? I'm like, that, nothing. I work construction. You don't care, it's boring. Dropping that like, what's up, Maggie? Maggie, how you been? Not quite boxing, Mosa. I just had bicep surgery, so I can't use my arms. I actually do Muay Thai. You see my cute little shorts here? Yeah. I know the camera's backwards, but it's One Kicks. That's Nick Blomgren, K1 champion. This is the United States Muay Thai Association. We're the headquarters here in Vegas. How's the arm going? Just tuned in. Dinah, it's good. It's doing all right. Maggie Rose. Maggie, you've been with me a long time. I'm going to make you a moderator. Make you standard. You know how I like to do it. Everybody's allowed to say what they want to say as long as it's not anything derogatory towards kids or racist or any, against YouTube policy. Other than that, everything goes. I like that. Dynamite. Yeah, no, so the arm is doing really good. I can extend it fully. I've been working my triceps out. Can't you tell? Like, look at, I got one little tiny arm. I normally wear the brace with this sock I just put on just to kind of cushion it. But I've been leaving it on because it looks really weird having one tiny arm and one big one. And it just kind of just, it throws off the, what's the word I'm looking, the symmetry. I was a mod before, but I had to make, oh, that's right. You had to make it, yeah. How long do you reckon it'll take the arm to get to the same strength as before? When you, so as once I get cleared to actually do resistance training, a couple months. And the reason I'm an advocate for barbell training is if you guys have any major imbalances, barbell training will inherently iron them out. I mean, if you think about it, so you can only push as much as the weak arm, right? So what's going to happen? They're going to even out. And I'm also going to start doing occlusion training. Tommy, what's up, brother? You want to see Tommy? Check it out. Look at this shit. Oh my God, look at that. Little tiny. I look like a crystal meth addict. Hey man, got that creatine? I'm probably going to put the brace back on here when I train, just because even though I don't need to wear it, it still protects it and it's still vulnerable. I've been taking peptides, and the doctor says that I'm a couple weeks ahead of schedule for where most people are at, but I don't want to take any chances, because it's like, God, I mean, I don't want to go through this shit again. Boom, 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 boom. I'm just trying to get my channel back, man. I was really cooking with some steam, and ever since surgery, it was kind of falling off a cliff, you know. And you know, I never made these videos for anything other than to just make them. So if I have any success with YouTube, like, this is what usually happens. Guys make videos for a couple years, then they taste success, and then they stop focusing on why they made videos in the first place, and they start trying to, like, really harness that, and then they lose the plot. It goes bye-bye. And then as soon as your little 15 minutes of fame are up, it's by that time you've lost both the success you were having, and you've alienated the viewers that were there in the first place, because you're no longer doing what you were doing before. So I'm just gonna keep focusing on training and being a jackass. Mr. Wonderful, looking cuter than usual today. Thank you. Cuter, that's a new one. I haven't been called cute since grade school. And I used to be an altar boy, so you know okay, I'll leave that one alone. On a scale from 1 to 10, what was the peak of the pain when you tore your bicep? Right when it happened, that blinding flash when I got ripped off the radius. On a scale of like 15, it was the most intense pain I've ever felt in my life for about 10 seconds. And then it was like, okay. I remember I was feeling it afterwards, like, I think it's okay. And everybody in the chat's like, no. Oh, maybe I can still compete. I'm sure it'll be fine. No. Man, I can't imagine that, Maggie. You know, it's funny. We always think about if you've ever been in an emergency situation, a car crash, combat, maybe home invasion, whatever. Pick something that maybe someone gets grievously injured at work, and all of a sudden you're the only one there to help them. That's happened to me a couple of times. We had a guy that was having a heart attack in the parking garage. In almost every one of those instances, adrenaline takes your fight or flight, your sympathetic nervous system kicks in, and you pretty much revert to training. Like, you do what you've trained to do, and you're not really thinking about it. And it's not until afterwards, where you have time to reflect on it, that it becomes traumatic. And in this instance with injuries, like when I blew my shoulder out, or my knee, well, the knee was bad, man. That thing was sideways. It was bent almost 90 degrees in a direction the knee's not supposed to go in. And I don't know, like when my back went out, when my knee blew out, I don't even remember how I got to the hospital. I think about it and I'm like, I had to have gotten in the truck. I don't know. I have no idea. Most of the pain and misery is afterwards. Yo, troll up in the house. What's up? We got Violet 85. What you got, man? Bring it. Don't forget to drop a like if you haven't already. Can I $500 super chat? We'll find out. You can use me as an experiment. Try to send me $500 and I'll let you know if I got it. Let's do this. I'm here for you, brother. An injury would be devastating for me. Well, I guess that's kind of the point I'm trying to make, Demi. Is like things happen, and we do everything we can within reason to try to prevent that stuff. But it does happen, and then when it does happen, it's not as traumatic as your thought process. You know, like you think about like blowing a pec out, benching, or whatever, fill in the blank. You know, that means thinking about it is awful, but when it happens, you just deal with it, you know. And then once you're in the healing process, like for me, a lot of people like say they get injured. There's a guy on YouTube, and he's a portly gentleman, we'll say, and he benches okay. He's got like a 400, 405, 410 pound bench, and I don't know, he goes through this cycle of maxing out every week, and then he injures himself, and immediately tries to get back to where he was. Talks about like what he used to do, and never makes any progress. Works his way back up to that number, gets hurt. Works his way back up to that number, gets hurt. Works his way back up to that number, gets hurt. And I always had the thought of, your mindset's fucked up. You know, you're trying so desperately to get back to what you think people appreciate you for. One, nobody gives a fuck what you bench, really. Two, if you, forget about the past, forget about everything you did before, all your accomplishments, whatever. This becomes your new starting point. The only thing that matters is getting this healthy enough to accomplish what you want to accomplish. So I no longer care about the records I was chasing. I mean, I do, but I'm not thinking about that. I don't care about what numbers I was putting up. I don't care about how fucking close I became to actually getting the national records for once in my life. It's like, all that's gone. This is my new starting point. And then once I get this strong, from there we'll make decisions. I don't know if you guys were with me when I blew my back out in 2022, was it, Bob? You know, I was just about, for the first time in my life, going to hit a 600-pound squat. I was like hitting 585, right around there. And then my back went out, and I had to completely start over, like with the barbell. And it took about a year to rehab. And all I focused on was just getting my hips healthy. And then fast forward, I want to say about 2 years, not only can I hit 600, I can rep it. I can rep 600 pounds. So it's like all that, you forget about the old stuff and just focus on working with what you got and getting yourself in your current iteration as strong and healthy as possible, you'll catch up and surpass that shit. But if all you're doing is focusing on, you know, getting back what you lost, you're gonna be in this loop, this continuous cycle of just re-injuring yourself. Are you nutty? Let me see. ISLAS. Islas? Are you nutty? I'm about as natural as a Nature Valley granola bar. No, right now I am. I've been natural since March 9th. Boom, boom, boom. New angle to show the bag work. Yeah, I'm kind of trying to, I don't know, trying to get the most out of this isometric view. Weights are by the door to his left. No, the screen's flipped. They're actually over here, but I also bought a Smith machine. The garage, no offense, ain't getting reorganized. No, not with one arm. Dude, all I've been doing is dragging piles of shit around and it keeps getting worse. Semper Fi, hell yeah. Gold digger. Digga. Marine in the house. We got 2 Marines in the house. Oh, so Violet 85. Back to you. You're here to troll, but I got to show you how bad I am on the bag first. Okay. All right, the body beatdown. Evening, good sir. So, I always say this when the body checks in. Well, we got Tommy H in the house too. So, Tommy H, check him out. He is a freak of nature. I don't know how to describe him except for he's a scary man. I am not afraid of pretty much any man. There's like one or two guys I work with. One of them's in the Mexican mob, and he's just, you can just look at him and be like, dude, this guy would murder you. And Tommy's one of those guys where you look at him and you're like, damn, I don't want to piss this guy off. Nicest guy in the world. He'll give you the shirt off his back. I just have this sense if I made him angry, I'd have some problems. He's a legitimately strong lifter. Like, he makes me, look like I'm taking Zumba classes. And it's funny because people say the dumbest fucking things on his videos. Like, he'll be working out like with an absurd number of weight, and he'll have bands, let's say, on his squat, and they'll be like, "Oh, that doesn't count. You're using bands." And I'm like, here you have like a beyond elite level power lifter with multiple state and national records and numbers that are just incomprehensible, and you're gonna say he's cheating because he's using bands? Like, why don't you ask him why he's using them? Maybe you'll learn something. And then you have the body beatdown, who's a gentleman. He's a few years older than me. He's 100% natural, and he's got really good numbers for a guy his age. And he's got trolls that say the dumbest shit. The other day he was doing squats, and maybe he was just like a hair above parallel, and these guys are like, that doesn't count. I'm thinking, like, what are these fucking people? It doesn't count for what? Exercise? Yeah, I don't know. My trolls are fun. They just call me gay. Smart gamer. Have you been doing your best with your mental health? I had an injury before and I lost some gains and gained it back. You're looking similar, no disrespect. How's that making you feel? When you say I'm looking similar, what do you mean? Are you worried because I'm losing weight or because of the mountain of crystal meth I've been smoking, or like what? I don't know. No, I'm actually purposely losing weight. So I was at 230 pounds, and I figured if I'm not going to be lifting heavy for a while, I don't want to be carrying all that weight around because I want to get light on my feet. Last night I went back to this gym here in Vegas. This is One Kicks, and I was talking to Nick, and the plan is I'm going to drop down to the 190, and I'm going to get as strong as I can get at 190 pounds, and maybe get a little athleticism back. Because being 50 years old, like, for every pound you lose, it's like 10 pounds off the knees. All right. There's people for you. Nothing wrong with a little meth. No, I've actually been clean and sober since 2013, but always appreciate you and your kind words. The body beatdown. Well, yeah, dude, I mean it. Do you know anything about SR, retaining your seed for overall benefits, including strength? Rocks DX-a-Beck. I've experienced absolutely no evidence that retaining semen does anything except for piss me off. The only time I retain my semen is when my wife's mad at me. And even then, I got some towels that you don't need to put on a rack, if you know what I mean. She's like, why are your socks so stiff? I'm like, I don't know. Detergent? Man, that shit don't work. Well, I mean, in all seriousness, I'll say this. There have been some studies. And, I don't know. They seem really inconclusive to me if you really dig into, like, the sample size. The fact that the population that they studied were not really trained. Like studies like that, it's really hard to find like elite level athletes, and even harder to find people that are gonna like take time out of their training to dedicate to something like that. So you got to really kind of look at it from that. That's why a lot of the science with lifting it's really hard to get good data. I mean, just because of like that one sample where they did where they put a bunch of people on testosterone, and they had a group of them train, a group of them not trained, and a control group. The untrained people, according to the study, were still able to put a little bit of muscle mass on. And it's like, okay, that proves that just taking testosterone or steroids, you build muscle. I mean, yeah, maybe. But what you got to look at is, like, who are they testing? And if you really dig into the sample size, they were pretty much all untrained athletes. So, are you going to take me like sedentary couch potato that doesn't train, you give him testosterone, he puts on a little muscle, as opposed to what? Like a guy that lifts heavy 5-6 days a week? Like, it might be evidence-based, but what's the evidence? So that's why I don't put too much into any of that stuff. How's Christina feeling? She's doing better. No, man, she's got a cold. The steroids that they have her on for her hip surgery are killing her immune system. So the other day I had a little cold. I was kind of sick for a day. And then the next day I went to work, and she's literally been sick for 3 days. The hormone release makes you tired. Your tests fluctuate by really small percentages and goes back to normal fast. I made great progress while it's still gooning. That's more information than I wanted. But I don't know. I mean, since I inject exogenous hormones, would that even matter? Hope Christina gets better ASAP. She's doing really well. Like, she's now to the point where she can start conditioning. So she's past the physical therapy hurdle of just where I'm at, where I can get range of motion and I can do like unassisted movement. Now she can actually start conditioning, so she can start doing resistance training. All right, let's get this party started. Little dune buggy. All right, gotta get them old knees stretched out. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna put my brace on. Deal with it. Where is it? Where did it go? So this is the problem. Normally everything is on a shelf, in a box, and since I've only had one arm, I'm literally just like throwing shit in a pile and then moving it back and forth. Like my daughter and I were trying to find the rope for my double end bag, and I can't find it. Oh man. I gotta find that. I got my these are my okay. Oh shit, I lost it. Well, it was a good workout. See you tomorrow. What did I do with it? Damn it. Well, this ain't good. It is critical I find my arm brace. I have to have that. Ah! Have you seen my arm brace?
Your what?
My arm brace.
Yeah.
Where'd it go? Alright. Well, hopefully she knows where it is. Oh, nice. Thank you. Where was it?
In your guys'
Thought on compound lift regiment, a day of only squat, deadlift, and bench, high intensity, low volume, followed by several days of rest. Well, you just described my training. Pretty shitty volume rocks. No, that's literally how I train. High intensity, high volume is a way to get hurt. So apparently I walk like a gorilla. Let's see. High volume is what I meant. So I do high intensity, low volume. I basically do 3 warm-up sets, 3 lift working sets, 1 set to failure. For the last 4 years, I've centered all of my training around squat, bench, deadlift, and then maybe a handful of accessories. And then on the off days, I do conditioning and MMA.
They're not gonna come.
I'm getting all types of MMA and boxing channels. That's cool. I'm more of a powerlifting channel, but I do Muay Thai. Dead ass. I don't know what that means. What's up, sweetheart?
I'm guessing they're not gonna come.
Okay, yeah, I don't know.
You can do it.
You hear that pop?
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
What's cool about this movement, if you have any kind of a hip impingement, it'll definitely come out. Try doing this in a commercial gym and see with how they look at you.
Interesting.
What's up?
You look interesting, my father.
doing over there?
I'm trying to put this.
Leave that alone, please. What are you trying to do?
Try to stand open.
I love you.
I'm not trying to
Bring
put
it
it.
here. Bring it here.
How'd you say come over?
Set it in my hand. Put it in my hand. Put it in my hand. Put it in my hand. You got it. Cool. Can you do this, Della?
Yeah.
Do it.
Okay.
Try to stand on your toes. Push up onto your big toe.
Yes.
No, not like that. So, like, see on my big toe, like the ball, the feet's off the floor. Ooh. If any of you guys are looking for good ankle and calf exercise, do like a calf raise. This is the calves. My tiny calves. This just kind of steps it up a little.
Good. But can you do that without? Can you like exercise whatever you're just saying without doing that?
What do you mean?
Like, is there other ways to exercise?
I don't understand the question.
What did you say that pose is good for?
You asking me if I train once a week? No, I train 3 heavy days and 2 conditioning days. 5-star frog leap pose. Just don't do that around Diddy. Glad to see you're getting better. Thank you, Steven. Have a great night and keep up the good work. You're doing really good. Thanks, brother. My chicken legs are getting even smaller. But I'm getting way lighter on my feet. Look up. People are like, you're slow. You walk funny. And I'm like, I'm 50. What do you want from me? Most guys my age can't even get up a freaking flight of stairs. Della, where'd you go?
Hi.
Ooh, yeah, I can feel the hamstring still tender.
Go fight me, people.
What's that?
I said go fight me, people.
I pulled my hamstring on this side, so I'm not gonna focus too much on that.
I just wish I could text him.
I did text him.
What did he say?
He said they might. They didn't give me an ETA. Whoa. You can't balance with this thing.
You want a chicken?
Huh?
Want a chicken?
What do you mean?
I want a chicken.
I don't understand the question.
Do you want a chicken?
I have 25 chickens.
Oh, do you want Stella to bring chicken in lunch?
Why? What chicken do you want to get?
I want the tiny children.
That one.
Okay. I'm gonna get the bigger children. Because no children can be without their mother.
Damn it. It's another thing, since I'm coming back from the injury, I'm trying to get my flexibility and balance back. It's just not there. This is super frustrating. As stupid as this looks, this makes me really angry that I can't balance on one leg. Well, let me take a break. I'm trying to use push-ups to progress my bench. My joints and elbows are sort of not their best ability. They feel dull, cold, stiff, and they crap and pop between when I try doing a push-up. Nice steak and eggs.
Chicken.
So when you're doing bench press, smart gamer, what kind of volume and weight do you bench, and then what kind of numbers and sets of push-ups are you doing? Give me an idea of what your typical volume looks like in a workout. Oh, you brought the girls in?
I can do the work.
You gonna show them to the camera?
Yes. Those are my
Here,
hands.
entertain these guys for a minute. I'm gonna go use the bathroom.
Okay. The chariots of chicken awaits. You're so funny. Look at you. These are tiny children. Look at them. Are they cute? All I can see is
I'm sorry.
So these are the tiny children. Oh my gosh, it's okay. So this little chicken, this one's name is Lemon. She's just the sweetest little chicken. Oh my god. And this is Pie. She's still super sweet but very skittish. Look at this chicken. Chicken. And their sisters, they love each other to death. And they're grown up and they've moved out of their mom's house. They're very, very small still. You're just so tiny. And I love them. They're so friendly. They're sisters, but this one's very light. She's got the brown at the top. She is very dark. She's got the dark at the top. If you couldn't see it. And let me wait chickens.
How old are they?
They are like a few months old. And that's very old chickens. But mom has already cooked them out. Isn't there like children?
What are you doing?
Tapping the light.
You place like this? We're doing that crap.
They have us like not full fists.
You know, when you're sparring against 2-year-olds,
Like,
nobody told you to stand like this.
what?
Yeah. Do it again. Come here. Hop up. All right. After you're done.
Okay. Okay.
No. Okay.
Okay.
Now hit me. Look at yourself and do what you just did to me.
Okay.
What does that look like to you?
I don't know.
Does that look like somebody you would respect in a ring? If somebody you were sparring came up to you and hit you like that, what's the first thing you would think?
You're crazy?
Do you like? What would you do
I don't know.
after you stopped laughing? Beat the shit out of them?
Yeah.
Like that? What is that? What are you hitting? What are you doing? Hitting me with your wrists? Who showed you that?
It's just like it's at the clothes. It makes it so that hands are free.
Who showed you that?
At the gym.
There's no way a coach at the gym showed you that. No way.
When we're practicing, like in the mornings and the weekends,
Yeah.
we all do this and like.
So when you're running, you punch, right? No, I know what that is, but nobody showed you to ever punch like that. Punch. You've been boxing for 2 years.
Run!
Hit me. Bam. There you go. There. Why would you ever hit somebody like this?
I don't know.
You made a good combo. Boom, boom. Bam. There you go. Now you got to get your hands to it. Go. Boom. Okay, now who showed you that? Who showed you kicking off of your cross? Up here.
I don't
No, seriously, like who showed you that?
I don't know.
Like, break it down. Give me again. Slow motion. Bam. Now kick. How? You see how off balance you are?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you reset your hand and then kick?
I don't know.
No. What? Who showed you that? There you go. Bam. Across.
So cross.
Give me a 1, 2. 1, 2. Reset. Now kick. Bam. Get your hands up.
Oh yeah.
1, 2. Bam. Give me a bam, bam. Boom. Now do that again and then switch and hit the other one. Boom, boom. Bam. Bam. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so do that again. Ready? Boom, 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 boom. Okay, you knew what I was gonna do. Alright, we'll spar a little.
Check it.
Dad takes a couple weeks off.
And the kids are forgetting how to fight.
Okay, so where was he? Those calls. Stiff happens to me when I do pull-ups. Smart gamer, just part of getting old. I don't believe that. It is, but deep planks. Even if he does 5, they will crack. It happens to me when I do pull-ups. My knees sound like literally like boxes of Rice Krispies when I'm warming up. Zyro's in the house. Stephen Sullivan. The chicken noises in the background's a nice touch. Cool. She's Jay Jones. She's going to be a great fighter. She is. She's really good. Like, she was boxing for a year, and then we switched to Muay Thai, and as soon as they started teaching her proper kicks, she forgot how to throw a punch. The stance is different. So, kids, when you mess their routine up, okay, no big deal. But then, once she started getting that down, dude, she was, oh man, you could go back into my channel and watch some video of her. Considering she's 9 years old, the kid's an assassin. But since I've gotten my surgery, we took like 2 or 3 weeks off from going to the gym, and like both kids forgot everything. So here we go, smart gamer. With push-ups, I just grease the groove with them every hour, 2-3 reps, greasing the groove. Yeah, okay. What's your diet and routine? Only Lucy. We'll get to that. Big Chapo, awesome dad. Your daughter's already killing it. She is. She's badass. Diet and routine. So my routine's been interrupted by the surgery, obviously, but what I've been doing for the past couple of years is intermittent fasting. I do a 48 to 72 hour fast every 3 to 6 months. And then I do 18-hour intermittent fasting with a 6-hour window where I usually consume, when I was training for powerlifting, I was eating about 3,500 calories. Now for me it's a little easier because I've been maintaining a weight class for the last 10 years. I either competed at 198 or 220 and have records in both weight classes. Since I hurt my arm in March 9th is when I injured it, I was 230 pounds. I was squatting close to 700, benching a little over 400, and deadlifting around 700. So I had a mid 1700 gym total, and I was hoping to take the national records for the 50-year-old age group, weight class 220 or 100 kilo. I already had, in 2024, I finished ranked 2nd in the world, all federations, first in the USPA and IPL. this competition, I would have had the highest squat in my weight class at my age group in history. And yeah, I think so. I think I would have the highest squat in history if I got at least 670, 680. Anyway, I mean, I had a shot at being number one all time. I would have definitely been ranked number one in the world. And then it popped my bicep off the radius. So why am I saying all that? Well, because since I'm no longer powerlifting, or I'm not right now, and I've been training Muay Thai and boxing for the last year, I got with the coach, and the plan we came up with is I'm going to put powerlifting on the shelf temporarily. I'll still maintain heavy, like 80%. You know, that's easy. Maintenance lifting's easy. I'm gonna drop from 230 pounds down to 190 and try to get strong at 190, so that way if I do go back up, I'll bring that strength with me. But at 190, I am way more athletic. I can just do so much more. And I want to see at the age of 50 how good I can get. I can almost do the splits again. I started practicing tornado kicks. Like I'm getting really nimble on my feet. So now it's about conditioning and athleticism. My ab routine, I've never had an ab routine. I've always just done compound lifts. You think about squats, deadlift, bench press, overhead press, barbell rows. All that works your core. Yes, sweetheart? I told you my bench routine up top. Where is it? Push-ups. It might be because I don't warm up properly. I don't see. Feel dull, cold, Smith. Let's see. Push-ups, just grease the groove every 2-3 reps. I don't see a bench routine there, smart gamer.
Dad.
Thomas, if you're gonna troll, I love trolls. You gotta be clever though. You gotta be funny. And Diddy jokes are like 6 months, maybe. I got a 9-year-old that's funnier than you are. You gotta work on that.
Dad.
Yes, love.
Look it.
You actually 50. Yes. I don't see a bench routine, smart gamer. Here's what I'm gonna tell you, brother. I will train you exclusively. Instagram, video training. I'm offering you my services. But the fucking second you argue with me, I'm dropping you. Because I don't care what everyone else says. I know this for a fact. I am one of the best masters lifters in history. I'm in top 20, definitely. Probably closer to top 13 all time. I'm an elite level power lifter at the pinnacle of the sport, and even though I'm injured, by the end of this year, I'm going to be breaking those records. So I don't care what anyone else said. I have 11% body fat, and I can squat and deadlift over 3 times my body weight. So you can listen to them or you can listen to me, but you either listen to me or you go somewhere else for training advice. How's that? That's my offer. I will help you lose weight, I will help you get stronger, and I'll help you have less pain if you do exactly what I say and you give me 3 months and you do what I say. We're going to talk, you and I will have a one-on-one conversation. I will get your equipment, I'll get your routine, I will get your physical deficiencies, whatever limitations you have. We'll get a good picture of your diet. We'll gather all that information, and I will build you a stupid, simple program that you're going to laugh when you see how much volume it is. But you have to do exactly what I say. Nothing more, nothing less. And I'm going to have you're going to really like the results you get, provided you do all that. Whoever's reading this, Jesus loves you so much that he died for you to believe in him and repent. Hey, Jack, do me a favor. I'm a Christian, and this is not the appropriate place for ministry, okay? I actually hear it. Believe me, I'm not listening to you, but powerlifting is not like hearing a billionaire teach you to make money. Darren Chandler, do you train people? Yeah. I'm a certified strength coach, and I've helped a lot of people, but I've never called myself a trainer. I work construction. I sometimes work in excess of 60 hours a week, and it's hard for me to like dedicate my time to training people. But like in his instance, I've been talking to him for a while now, and it's just like I'm hearing him beating his head against the wall, and I'm thinking like, dude, you're overcomplicating everything. And maybe you're not. Maybe I'm not understanding you. But regardless, like for us to get on the same page, I got to get some one-on-one time with you. So in instances like that, I can train a limited amount of people, but I hesitate to make too many commitments, because if I make a commitment, I want to be able to keep it, and sometimes it's hard with all the work and the kids and everything. You know, it's like I would hate to take somebody on as a trainer and then not be able to help them. So that's why I've never like asked for money or anything. DJ Giggle Shard. Okay. Let me copy that here. Is that your Instagram? Copy.
Dad, I saved your chair of food.
STA. That's a good name. DJ Giggle Shard. Alright. Where is the... I'm on Instagram. What do I do here? What's the little fucking thing where you type in? Search. Where? Fuck. I don't spend enough time on these. I need to get on Facebook more. I don't really...
Here you go, Dad. Shoulder chicken.
Oh, here we go. Search. Paste.
No, you can...
DJ Giggle Shard. So is this DJ Giggle Shard follow? It looks like a shrimp dunking a basketball. Is that you?
Okay, if you want to be next to this so badly...
Why are you friends with my mom?
Wait, he's friends with your mom? Which one's your mom?
My mom's not on Instagram.
Oh, well...
Could you imagine?
She's an old person, so yeah.
Flaming shrimp dunking on a shark. You look like Ron Perlman. Thanks, Jared.
Dad, I saved your chair for food.
I appreciate that. You look like the ugliest motherfucker that's ever lived. Oh, thanks, man. Steven Sullivan. Right on, brother. Do you know Shay? I don't know the Shay. I do my screen time for Instagram averages 8 hours. Yeah, no, for me it's like I do my live videos, and so I'll upload stuff and whatnot, and I try to, whenever I'm taking a dump, I respond to comments.
Yeah, Dad.
But other than that, I don't get online enough. And all right.
This is my snack chicken.
I hate having to hold on to stuff. My balance just isn't good enough. This is all I was trying to do. Take 2 weeks off.
do this with my dog. Triple. What was supposed to go in Muay Thai tonight?
Huh? No. Tomorrow night.
Dang, Sparring.
Why is that?
What's
Why didn't you ask me? I'll take you.
Well, I was gonna ask you, but I was a little nervous because of my braces. I mean, they feel like.
Oh no, I got you the mouth guard. I didn't make it.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
My balance is shit.
child, that's my sock. No, not the sock. Do yoga with me. Balance.
Oh, here's one. Ready? Watch. Now sit into it. No, this one. Sit all the way down.
1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000.
It's like a pistol squat, but it stretches your
Is this going
glutes.
on? Did you play? Call. Well, that sucks. Watch it.
You can tell one side's better than the other.
I watched my mom pop. I think you did again.
Shit.
What about?
I don't know why my balance is so fucked. It's usually not this bad.
Oh, damn it. I can't.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to do that belly one.
What?
We used to be able to like hold our legs up with
Grab the inside of your foot.
that.
Inside. Let's stretch it out.
And
No, the other hand. No.
like,
Okay. Bring your leg up. Grab with this hand. Inside. Inside. Stop. Just drop your leg. And right here. Bring your leg up. Other leg.
oh,
Other leg. Now grab. Now swing it out. Tighten this leg. Tighten it. Make it stiff like a tree. Now slowly bring the other leg out. Up.
dang it. Okay.
So I can't do it because his arm's injured, but I can do. I can't.
Oh, and that way we also like. This is too short.
Everyone get on live. It's always in the garage. Yeah. You can do fitness stuff on your computer, like explaining your workouts in rehab.
2.
Every time you get on live, it's always in the garage. If you want to do more lives, you can do fitness stuff on your computer. Yeah, I could, I guess.
We can roller skate.
My fellow friend. What's up, Sullivan? Damn, you're flexible. Right now, I'm not because my hamstring's injured, so I can't do the splits. I pulled it, so I'm a little limited in my range of motion. What are you doing? Want to help me?
Sure.
That's not helping me.
I know. Yeah, I know. I have to show you. Turning. This is actually. I don't have it.
There you go.
Does this not hurt?
It hurts right here.
Andrew?
Yeah.
Because everybody was kung fu fighting. Chickens, I swear, if you guys jump up with me, it would be so crazy. Which one are you going to volunteer? You volunteered first.
Yeah, right here.
This is called,
I'll put them on.
this is called chicken.
The chicken foot. That's cool. There you go.
Workout. It's the chicken workout. Except in there is a chicken foot. Go!
Why are my balance so off today?
Down, 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 down. How do you be doing that? Chickens are so freaking cute.
All right, let's start doing some. All right, you go first.
What?
I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'll be right back. You can go first.
Can you remember who's coming from?
You go first, Noah.
Okay. I'm gonna go to my gloves.
Huh?
I'm gonna gloves.
No, you don't have to kick the bag. Oh, I guess so. Let me get some more tape for my feet.
Okay.
You all right?
Now I'm just balancing.
Who's scissors over here?
I don't know.
I need scissors. I can hear you. I'm not even looking at you, and it doesn't sound right. Are you rusty?
Dad, I was kicking the bottom.
Let me see. Turn that foot. There you go. You want to do my drills with me? Let me put this tape on real quick.
We'll go look outside real quick.
Where are you going?
My hopes are still that they come good.
Here. Here, do these drills with me. Ready?
Yeah.
So the drill, this is a real simple drill, and any of you guys can do this at home. What you do is you bring your knee up as high as you can.
Okay.
Bring your knee up as high as you can. And then you want to turn your foot like you're going to kick in the direction you want to kick. You turn now. Yeah, okay. Straighten this leg up. What are you doing?
I was doing.
Is this how? Okay, so just do what I do. Okay? Leg up.
There you go.
Face the camera. No. Okay, ready? Step 2. As you bring this knee up, pay attention to me. You're going to turn the foot. Turn the foot. As you bring the knee up, turn the foot. Turn the foot. There you go.
What?
So it'll be like this. Can you stand here and just do this? And on the ball of your feet. There you go. Ball of your feet. The ball of the feet is this meaty part right here.
Tippy toes?
Not your toes. The ball of your feet. This is the ball of your feet. Turn on that. Okay. Okay, just like that. Go. Back. Go. Back. Turn more. Back. Perfect. Turn more. Now I'll get my knee up.
What do you want?
Why would we do this? Why are we doing this? So you get used to balancing, right? So I'm gonna go bam.
But you keep saying turn more.
Yes, you want to, this is where you turn your foot when you kick. You were kicking like this. You're kicking like this with a foot that faces straight, right? Bam. What does that not do? It doesn't let you rotate your ribs. What happens when you rotate your ribs? You'll kick harder, better.
I know.
So, this is teaching you to rotate. No. Bring the knee up when you go. When you turn. You've almost got it. You're doing really good. Yeah, okay, better. Now, things we can improve. Well, so that's the reason why I'm going to go back. So it's a dance. It's a dance move. Right? So
How is this?
Listen to me. It's a dance move. I'm going. Do. I want to get better at it. You start low, this, real easy. And then as you get better, you bring your knee up higher. Bam. And then things you want to improve is at the top, you want to turn your leg so that your foot's in the right direction. So eventually, a perfect one is going to look like that. And then like me, I need to work on my balance. So because I haven't trained in a few weeks, I'm stiff, I'm not standing with the right weight distribution. And then as you get better at it, it'll be easier. So that's why you just kind of do it over and over again. And try to get better each time. And you can do it looking in the mirror. Duh. You can look in the mirror and do it. Keep going. You can do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Get that leg up. Okay, just bring the knee up.
That's hard.
It is hard. Get better at it. Go. Come back. Come back. There you go. Back. Going back is important as going up. Back. Do great. Stay with me. Stay with me too. Do it good a couple times. Go. Get it down. Start slow. Start lower. Start lower. Don't act like that. We're practicing. We're practicing. Go. Don't get frustrated. You're learning something new. Just make it easy. Start here.
That isn't easy.
Make it easy. Start lower. There you go. Now bring it back.
That's not
Get your hands up.
easy.
You're telling me with all the stuff you can do, that's hard. Come on, keep going. Keep going, keep going. Keep going. Keep going, keep going. You got this, you got this. You got this. You got this. I'll give you $1. I'll give you a cookie extra. Go.
Okay.
Want another meatloaf?
Yeah.
I'll go with you. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Ice cream.
5. Turn that foot. 6, 7. See how off balance I'm at? 8. Keep going. 10. Now as you go, if you keep doing them, try to make it better. Try to bring that knee up harder. Try to turn the waist more. There you go. Hell yeah. Yes. Keep going. Bring that foot back. All right, now,
I get a
with
video.
all that you've learned, kick that back. No, kick it.
Oh.
Side. Roundhouse. Another one, harder. Lower. Give it a nice meaty one. Get a good kick in. Turn that foot.
I'm good.
Go. There you go. Bam. There you go. Bam. 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 Turn that foot. Turn that foot. There you go.
Ooh, that hurts.
Ooh.
I get a $1 and some ice cream.
Yes. I want to try martial arts, but I'm scared to start. Lizzie, don't. Just go, man. Like this gym I go to, One Kicks Gym, or someone said, is that Oklahoma? There's people that come into class and they've never thrown a kick. They literally they can't even get their foot above their waist. And that we start just working with them. We started like day one. We just like, hey, let's see what you got. And throw a couple punches. And we just work, maybe we'll have them hit the mitts or the heavy bag. And just, day one. And they'll, usually by the time, if you come in to train within an hour, you can at least throw a good jab and a good cross and probably a decent roundhouse or something that's approaching that. And then as you progress and get better, we do drills that help you with balance, body mechanics, that kind of thing. Yeah, those guys. Oh, you bit my finger.
So I protected your chair with the towel.
Which one's this one?
That was lemonade. That was pie.
Where's the babies?
What do you mean?
The babies.
The babies?
Yeah.
Raven and Twix?
Yeah.
They're not old enough to just be in here by themselves. You want me to bring them off?
Yeah. But are you gonna take them back? Or are you gonna leave
want
them
me
here?
to?
Do they need to?
Mom will probably be mean to them.
You should bring them back. Look at the babies.
Give me chicken.
So the way we raise our chickens is they're all hand reared, and I have 5 roosters, and none of them are mean. They're we got 3 Barred Rocks, 1 Americana, and 1 Polish. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's 5. 5. There are 5 chickens. And you can handle all of them. Yeah, she's a very fast learner. The one thing I notice about Della is when I'm training her, she acts like she can't hear you. She doesn't follow directions, and you think like, God, just do it. And I'll get a little frustrated with her sometimes, and then I'll walk away. And then when I come back and watch her, she's doing it perfectly. I'm like, yeah, she's a very fast learner. I'm an ex-Muay Thai fighter trained in Thailand, and her kicks are looking solid. Thank you, Matthew. I appreciate that because I'm barely proficient, and I'm okay. I think I'm okay. I have way more time boxing than Muay Thai. I used to do kickboxing, American kickboxing, way back in the day. How's it going tonight? One-Eyed Otis. I love that name. Yeah, we're doing okay, brother. But kickboxing is way different. So, just so you know, Matthew, I've got a little bit of a pulled hamstring, so I'm not on my left side. I'm not doing anything too impressive. Normally, I have a really good axe kick where I can bring my foot almost straight up and come down on your clavicle. So this is head height, and right now it's hard for me to even put like a teep in the neck. That hurts, so I'm not trying to aggravate it. So, and the reason I say that is because every time I start training, everyone in the comments section becomes a UFC commentator, and they're like, "Oh, you're not turning your hips," and I'm like, "I'm 50. I'm training in my garage." and I'm nursing a bad wheel. So I'm not really trying to go all out. What I'm trying to do is, because I just got this arm out of my cast, and I'm gonna start training at the gym again. I just want to get my wheels back, my foot, my balance a little bit. You know what I mean? I don't want to walk into the gym looking like falling all over the place and not being able to do like basic movements. So I thought maybe if I just threw some kicks in the garage. You get the little itty bitty ones? Oh shit, the power came on there. Do. Oh, how big is the little one? Which one's that one?
This is Raven and this is Twix.
And she's what, 3 weeks old?
Yeah, about.
How old is that one?
Only a few days.
The camera can't see them. That's a silky. They're both silkies, right?
This is a Nira.
Oh, what's Nira? Nira's
a mini chicken.
No, but what's her breed?
I forgot. You have this mom.
What do they call her?
Look at the camera. Look at
I can't remember what her breed is.
It's a
There's
breed.
silkies and I can't remember. All right.
I can't keep them for long out here. These two aren't good without
You put them
mom.
back. No, put them back with their mom. They don't want to stay out here. I thought maybe the guys would want to see our new family members.
Yeah.
Our newest additions. If it all goes to shit and I have to raise chickens for food, I have no problems with it. But all of our chickens are pets. They have names. They're, you know what I mean? Like we've raised them since hatchlings. Did you take karate as a kid? No, I took taekwondo. Tudo ben what? Oi Tudo. Regina says hi. Is everything good with you? Yeah. My favorite, the axe kick with the round kick. I think so, dude. Okay. So because I'm 50, right? And when I'm sparring, I don't go very fast. A lot of the younger guys, and most of them know me now, so they're shocked by how fast I can be when I want to, and how quickly I can cover distance. So a lot of times, I'll try to teep them or try to feel them out a little, and then once they got the timing of the teep down, I'll usually throw a teep and then I'll come up and over. And every time they're like, "Holy shit, where'd that come from?" They'd be like, "Well, I didn't even know you could do that." I'm like, "Yeah, I could get over my head pretty good." It only works once or twice, and then they're not gonna fall for that anymore. But I always get one of them in on them. Or when most of the time when you're sparring, a lot of guys they're throwing calf kicks, midsection. Sometimes you'll head kicks, but they're not. You almost never see stuff like 360 roundhouses or spinning back kicks and things of that nature. You do with the professional fighters, you see that in the ring, but even then, with the guys that are really good, it's not a lot of flashy stuff. It's mostly like effective boxing, clinch work, and short, powerful movements. You don't really see much of the flashy stuff unless you watch like guys from Thailand, where it's more showy. K1 is kind of a grittier style of fighting. So whenever somebody does bust out with one of those, even if they don't land it, everyone's like, "Holy shit!" So it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool to be able to. And then now that I'm getting lighter, I'm getting faster on my feet. So when I go back to the gym, I was 30 pounds heavier. I got a couple surprises for some of the guys. One or two of my sparring partners, this one kid, he's 19 or 20 years old, and he's tall. He's like 6'7", 6'6", something like that. And like, he can kick to his waist and hit me in the face. uh, and I love to spar him because he's such a challenge for me to get inside of, and I feel like I can't hit him. But he always tells me that one thing I do really well is I go in and out. Like I'll come in, throw a combo, and get out. So he says it makes him mad how I manage space, like the void. He's like, right when you come in, I get set up this wail on you and you back out again. So he says I'm good at that, and I'm thinking like, bro, I could be 4 feet away from you and you could still hit me. Like this kid's tall. So most of the time we're sparring, I'm literally just blocking him, and I'm trying to get underneath him, and then I'll try to corner him and get under his distance, and then go hard on the inside, where that's where my real power is, and he can't really do anything to me. But now that I'm lighter, I'm a little bit faster, and I've been practicing a few things. So when I go spar again, I'm gonna really surprise the shit out of him with a couple things. Matthew, have a good night, man. I'm passing out. Hell yeah, brother. I hope you subscribe, Matt. You'll once I get back to training regularly, and I can use this arm again. I think you'll. I doubt you would be impressed by anything, but maybe for an old guy, you know, I think I could. Like Jason Statham, he's in his mid-50s, close to 60, and he still moves really well. But he's got a really high fight IQ. What are your thoughts on karate? Think it's legit, Steven Sullivan? Yeah, I think if you bring intensity to it, it's very legit. The only thing, it's got a lot of gaps though. As a sport, you got. If you stick rigidly to karate or any style, taekwondo, Muay Thai, whatever, you're gonna have a very flawed. How do I put it? You can learn to do a lot of really bad shit to somebody from practicing karate. You're gonna learn how to hit with power. You're gonna learn how to kick really hard. You're gonna learn how to break people's bones. But karate by itself, I don't think is it's a very complete martial art if somebody was trying to attack you. If anything, this is my self-defense ethos. One, I'm looking to get the fuck away from you, so I'm searching for an escape route. Two, if you corner me, I'm going to pull out my 45 and introduce you to the business end of it. Three, if that doesn't work and I have to resort to putting my hands up, I'm most certainly not going to box with you. But if I have to, let's say you're at a bar and somebody grabs your wife's butt. As a man, you have to defend her honor. You're going to be able to hit someone pretty hard. And they're probably not going to be ready for it. Statham is a year older than me. I'll be 57. He's 58, yeah. I talk about a guy like Statham because he's really athletic for his age. Even Jean-Claude Van Damme can still do the splits and practices. People are like, that guy? Yeah, I mean, he's actually pretty good. What's up, Douglas Peters? They have those 80s action stars. I mean, even that guy I have a friend of mine that's still doing Taibo. Remember that? Who was that? Billy Blank. But as laughable as that would be, I bet if Billy kicked you in the face, you'd know it. Who, as a martial artist, I really, really like that guy who played Spawn. What's his name? I think he's legitimate. All right, you guys have been watching me do stupid shit. Let's give the bag a few kicks here. I'm gonna start out light just to kind of try to get my balance and kind of get my switches. And I can't move my arms properly, so this does throw me off a little bit. I think we can make this work. my balance was right. I was falling over. Ah, that's way bad. Clunky switch. Try light. We'll just lighten it up.
Chad,
What's up?
Raisin has so many children still in the egg. Like, a crazy amount. I'm gonna go double check.
Like how many?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go.
Oh my god! Like,
No, that's
is it like gremlins hatching after midnight, or?
I'm gonna go check, and then I'll break the news.
So I guess one of our Brody chickens has a pile of eggs and they're all fertile. Why is that a problem? Well, we're already at the limit the county allows. That's a lot of chickens. I got a deal. I'll hook any of you guys up with a starter set of hens as long as you take a rooster. You take a rooster, the hens are free. And you have to promise me you're not going to eat them. We raise chickens for eggs. So we have, I have so many eggs, I don't even know what to do with them. I make quiche, omelets, over easy, sunny side up, hard-boiled eggs. What else? Crepes. Michael Jai White. Yeah, that's right. Fighting all strength, few techniques. Make sure to double tap that screen. Hell yeah, Maggie. My master instructor passed last year and started in Korea in 1970. Oh, bummer. Master Daryl. Eating eggs right now. So, just kicking the bag there. After taking a couple weeks off, I've noticed my weight distribution's off. I have lost some weight. And not being able to bend this arm does throw my balance off. Surprisingly. But I gotta figure out, if you guys notice is something I'm doing wrong, go ahead and holler it out at me, because I don't know why my balance is off. I'm gonna tuck my shirt in so you guys can see my waist. Let's see if we can sew my technique up a little bit here. I'm not going super hard because I have that pulled hamstring. It doesn't really, whatever I pulled isn't affected by, it's only when I stretch it extreme, like right above here, it starts to get a little, like, so normally what I have, this is, I keep this bag in here, and I'm kind of like, when I was in the Marines, they used to have pull-up bars by the bathrooms, so anytime you went to the bathroom, you had to do pull-ups. I keep this here, and anytime I come out to the garage, I have to kick it at least once. Well, why? Well, because when you're 50, you can be as strong as you were in your 20s, but you lose flexibility, and mobility, and athleticism. So if you don't stay up on it, even if you take a week off, you lose it. So just by kind of keeping that there, now I'll be like, I got my computer, I'm going to do my paperwork. And I'll be like, oh yeah, blink. It's just something simple like that. Blink. I'll try to balance it. Blink. You know, just little like mobility drills. You know, just blink. See, I don't know why, but normally I would have no problem throwing a kick at this, but I feel like I'm gonna hurt myself. So it's like, blink. I don't know why. See, it's really tight. My hips are tight. Yeah, so I'm flat-footed. I'm not coming up on the balls of my feet right. Yeah. Oh yeah. No. I can't do that one. That's gonna hurt myself. I can't extend the leg properly. Drop a box for money and collect the money at the end of the day. You should sell them and your neighbors. Yeah, we do kind of sell them, but when you have 20 chickens, you have enough eggs to kind of hook your friends up, maybe go to the farmer's market, but it's not enough for regular production. Flat-footed does have its advantages because you can hit harder. Normally when boxing is a little switchy, power is generated in the hips. Bam. But if I'm flat-footed, I can also accelerate my whole body into it. So sometimes if I'm back into a corner, I'll flat-foot myself if I'm gonna do something powerful. So you can fight flat-footed, but you don't want to be stuck fighting flat-footed, if that makes sense. Chickens lay eggs every 26 hours, but just like humans or any other animal, there's physical limitations and things that would interrupt that. Stress, heat, cold, nutrition, the amount of other chickens, if you have too many in one area, if you have too many roosters, that can be problematic. If they're not getting proper nutrition, if they're dehydrated, if they're not, there's a bunch of conditions, and if everything's optimal, you can have, 20 a day. But in the summertime, that's when it starts to get super hot, or in the winter when it's super cold. And then here in Vegas, one thing that people need to take into consideration is the animals get both extremes. I mean, obviously it doesn't get cold enough in the high desert to be like Chicago would be like minus 40 with wind chill. Here you're lucky if you get to freezing, but if you're acclimated to the desert, 30 degrees is fucking cold. Conversely, in the summertime, especially in the chicken coop, if you don't have proper cooling, it could be 110 degrees and 120 degrees in that thing. So we have fans, we've got evaporative coolers, I've got misters, I've got lots of shade, I had to put a lot of money into a cooling system. Our coop is over 30 feet long. It's two separate cage systems with a big playhouse on one end, and we're constructing one on the other. It's got 2 automatic watering systems, a swimming pool, a bunch of it's like a chicken city. How long have you trained Muay Thai? I trained Kyoshin. So I have not trained Muay Thai very long. I did kickboxing when I was in my 20s, American kickboxing. I did Taekwondo, but then the last couple of years, I started training boxing with a professional trainer. But my kids always had a lot of fun doing kickboxing with me. They loved it. They like kicking the bag. So I got in a huge argument with my trainer. His name's Paul Mayorkine. He used to work for Freddie Roach, one of the most famous boxing trainers in the world. And I always wondered, why doesn't he work for Freddie Roach anymore? And the one time I brought it up, I was making a YouTube video and I mentioned that he used to train for Freddie Roach. He got mad at me. He's like, don't ever bring that name up. And I'm like, okay, that's weird. He's had some notable boxers in there. He's a Mexican-style fighter. He's had who's that heavyweight champion they had recently? The one who let himself go and lost. He had him. He used to train Cesar Chavez. Chavez's kid's been in there. A few notable Mexican boxers go to that gym. So he's got a good pedigree, but I always felt that he used me to tune up his younger guys, his serious fighters, because I needed like sparring time. He wasn't giving me sparring time, and I finally asked him why, and it was because I looked like a gorilla. I'm 50 years old, and he just said it didn't feel like it was appropriate matching me up against 20-year-olds. And I was like, what? Why? So my nickname was the world's strongest punching bag, right? Like, that's not a term of endearment. Okay, if you want to interrupt me, what do you got?
There's 8 of them.
Okay.
8 in the egg still.
Cool.
8 or 9.
So finally got frustrated, and I had it out with him. And I realized he was just blowing smoke up my ass, and he was never going to take me seriously because I didn't have the potential to become a professional fighter. As if I'm not going to make money for you, I can't train seriously and act. Like, I wanted to train like I was going to be a fighter without the intent. You know what I mean? Like, I took it seriously. I wanted to get good at it. And I don't know, man. I just had it with that motherfucker. And then right around the corner from that place, me and my kids walked out of the gym. He wanted Della. He wanted her to be a sanctioned fighter for him. He had a couple of their gyms had younger girls, and like he had eyes on her, man. He was training her really well. So we said, screw that guy. We're driving home. I see this Muay Thai place, and I just pulled in and checked it out. And they have a Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, boxing, Muay Thai, all one gym, 3 different trainers. All of them have UFC or other MMA professional pedigrees. And then a list of professional fighters that train there. I was like, wow, this is cool. But then what they also had was women's only classes, children's only classes, and then beginners, adults, everything. And then you could spar twice a week. It was really cool. I was like, they gave us a trial membership. It was awesome. The kids enjoyed it. We had a lot of fun. We've made friends. They let me film. The other thing is, Paul would never let me film. I was not allowed to make YouTube videos. He was just a fucking asshole. But he's a good trainer. Like, if you pay him enough money, he's going to teach you how to box for sure. I'm thinking about farting right now. Awesome. Just do it, man. Rip him. Do you smell what the rock is cooking? I haven't heard that one in a long time. Have you ever farted after landing a solid punch? No, but I shit myself when I was squatting once. That was awesome. Get like 550, 600 pounds on your back and lower that big boy. Oh. Yeah, that's happened more than once. What do you do, kid? What are you gonna do for dinner? Yeah?
Yeah.
Like what kind of, like, describe.
Chicken, noodles.
Okay, so what are you doing Campbell's or are you homemade?
I'll make my own.
Are you gonna put a chicken in a bowl of water and roll it till it stops moving? Or is it like pieces of chicken that are already cut up? Or how are you manufacturing the soup?
Pieces of chicken.
What is your means and methods?
Pieces of chicken.
From?
Chicken flavored water.
Where are you getting the chicken from?
The chicken bin in the fridge.
We have a chicken bin?
There's a ton of chicken in the fridge.
All the stuff I bought from the Smith's grocery store? And then what kind of noodles?
Whatever noodles I can use. Not pasta noodles, like ramen.
Are you using like shitty, cheap, poor person ramen? Or are you using the good day?
We have good rich person ramen?
Well, real ones.
Where?
There, I got some here, some in the cabinet. I guess what I'm trying to ascertain is whether or not you're making real chicken noodle or you're just making them.
I want to make real chicken noodles. And if I don't, I do.
What about egg drop? Mom said she wanted egg drop too.
Together.
Yes.
I don't know how to make them.
I can help you make it if you
Wait.
crack 8 eggs in a bowl like you're gonna make.
Scramble?
Yeah, and then I'll wrap this up and I'll come in and help you.
Okay.
We need chicken, bouillon, turmeric, a little bit of ginger, preferably cilantro, green onions. No, optional.
The only thing I remember is turmeric, cilantro, and green onions.
We need a little bit of chicken base, like those little either those little cubes or the bottle with the green cap.
How do I use that?
It's got a chicken. It says El Pollo something or other. It's like El Chicken Powder Roll or something. Like, you don't speak Spanish, you're absurd, bro. You just add O to the end of every word O. That's dope. You're in Vegas. It's literally the mecca for training. It used to be. Douglas Peters. Well, it's starting to become again. So, who is it? Jay Cutler's got a gym with his wife. Stan Efferding's out here. Now, before COVID, when I was powerlifting, I trained at Iron Addicts with Eric Spoto, who was currently at that time holding the world raw bench press record. Stan Efferding, Dan Martin, who used to be Ed Cohn's training partner. There was a couple other notable strongmen, and that was just at that gym. Then we used to, Cali Muscle used to come in there with his entourage, and like they would do like, how much could you put on a curl bar and fucking row? Like, they use their whole body and move it like 2 inches, but it was 3 plates. It's still like, okay, I mean, it's still pretty impressive, but stupid. Cali Muscle used to sit there and like flex and be like, I'm all natural tuna and ramen, bitches. And we're like, yeah, okay. Dolores, I'm glad you're here. I wanted to make you a moderator. Under the understanding that I don't really want comments deleted. Like, if they're making fun of me or calling me names or whatever, I don't care. The only thing I want removed is spam, racism, anything derogatory towards underage kids, like my daughter or whatever. And that's pretty much it. Or if they're like really bad trolls, like the guys that just suck at being funny and think they're like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like I don't know how to describe it. Wasn't Stan called the White Rhino? Yes. I meant MMA lifting great to California. So the MMA mecca, yes. So the UFC's headquarters are out here. How long would it take to turn one chicken into a hexagon? Literally a grandpa, or are you just saying he's old? Who are we talking to? Made him look a lot like Mark Kerr for the new movie. Let's see who we're talking about here. I missed a few comments. How do you keep your stand strong? Like, I get pushed around and off balance even when I'm standing. So this is for Plug X. How much clinch work do you do? How much clinch training? I missed a couple comments here, so I'm backtracking. Yeah, bro, rock is grandpa. Dope figure. Vegas, literally the mecca of powerlifting. Also looks like the villain from Cobra Kai. He is old. Are you talking to me? You know, you can address me. Yeah. This is King Nadish. Let's see what you look like, Nadish. Go-to channel. I'm willing to bet you probably don't have pictures of yourself. No. Of course not. I'm going to comment on the physical appearance of other people, but not show what I look like. All right. All right. Dolores, I thought I just made you a moderator. Yeah, I did. I don't know why you're not showing up as one. Stan was the White Rhino. I've been to Dragon's Lair, yes. Oh, you're talking about Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Okay. Douglas Peters, TMTV. Ever go to a fight at the Apex or T-Mobile Arena? Yes, I helped build the T-Mobile Arena. I did not get to see the Mayweather McGregor fight. Because of your chickens, do you ever buy eggs? No. We sell eggs. Yeah, okay, I know. I see that, King. I thought for a second you were talking about me. I'm like, wow, you're mean. I mean, you're not wrong, but you're mean. Vegas is Olympia land. Yes. Yeah, big time. My clinch training is when I tighten my sphincter. Well, no, the reason why I ask about clinch training is because obviously I can't demonstrate it without a partner. But, you know, so your Muay Thai stances, you're on your feet, right? Hands are usually up here. Boxing is going to be more weight on your forward foot, and you know you can slip. You know, you obviously don't want to slip with Muay Thai because the guy's going to bam take your leg out. So we're going to be upright so we can block. This is specifically so we can block kicks. Bam, cross. So we're upright so we can block kicks and not lose our balance. But when someone tries to come in on you, you're gonna sink down like you're wrestling, and you're going to literally try to put your hands around his head and lock him down. And then if he's got his hands around yours, you're going to come in and try to fight him for it. So then from there, I've got my hands around your. If you have your hands around my neck and you're pulling me to your knees or whatever, bam. And like say I can only get one arm around your neck, I can grab over and I can pull you down and move you, or even come across your head and push you out. So we're basically doing this worm drill where I go back behind your head and the guy goes up between my arms and I'm fighting him, and we go back and forth and we pull each other down and sideways, and then usually soft knee to the ribs. And the reason why it's so important is because as you're wrestling and you're pulling him or you're pushing him, you learn to manipulate your weight and move your legs, and so that you widen your base while you're in the clinch, and you're always trying to pull or use the guy's weight to, like, so say if he's pulling on you, you can pull the chair, you know, the old grandpa, and let him go flying, and then like put a foot in his chest and boot him across the ring, or you can kick his legs out from underneath him and you see him flip and hit the ground. So it's effective wrestling for that sport. What's up, sweetheart?
I just ruined 8 perfectly good eggs by adding one more, and it was bad.
How dare you! We'll never recover! We're lost forever!
No, but I just ruined 8 perfectly good eggs, and I just had to add one more, and that was bad.
Well, how many eggs did I tell you to use?
8. But I wanted to add one more just in case.
So what's the moral of the story?
Don't go over the
Do exactly what I tell you. No, I honestly. I mean, you're perfectly good at cooking. 8's a ballpark. I just said 8 because I'm hungry. You're hungry. Mom's hungry. Well, the only thing I can tell you is,
crack egg.
unless you want to eat bad eggs, show me what? Give me a second, guys. What is the bag egg look like? Where did it come from? All right. You know what? No use crying and spilt eggs. All right. Well, let's see what's going on. Muay Thai trips. Boxing is better. How do you figure, Peter? What's better about it? Because I train both. Peter Cyber says boxing is better, and I would like to ask why. What's better about it? Because I train boxing and I train Muay Thai. Freshly Wild, what's up, brother? I'm going to tell you right now, like, Muay Thai fighters, good ones, make outstanding boxers, but boxers get fucked up by Muay Thai fighters. Bad. Really bad. Like, comically bad. Do you know anyone who was in the 1st Marine Division during the invasion of Iraq? Which time? Like, are we talking about Operation Desert Storm or OIF or which time period? Good man on the not crying over spilled eggs. I have a lot of personal friends who were Desert Storm veterans and OIF, both. I have friends on both sides. 01. Oh, 2001. Well, yeah. Like, I feel like this is a trick question, Steve, because you're looking at them. All of my veteran friends, we were all in Romeo Battery. Who? See, did they? He got out before that. He came in after. See, my first enlistment was 94 to 98. I got out. Came back in as a reservist. Yeah, so me. I am. I have a Southwest with a star. As a matter of fact, I'm trying to think what my DD 214 has on it. Did I get it? Yeah, so Jason Nutt. Let's see. There he is. Todd Siren. Tommy Watt. I know about 6 people personally. No, I didn't say I was there in 01. I say I was in the service. I was a reservist. But let me think about this, because I got out in 98. Re-enlisted in the reserves. I distinctly remember. Yeah, right. It was right. Yeah, it was right before the towers fell. Yes. No. Oh, yeah. That was 1st Marine Division. Yeah. But no, I didn't. I did not. I was not there. I wasn't overseas. Am I misinterpreting your question? Are you asking if anyone was deployed at the time in the Middle East? Asteroid mining. Do you know anyone who was in the 1st Marine Division during the invasion of Iraq? Okay, so in the invasion, in the 1st Marine Division. Yeah, I mean, I do know a lot of people, though. No, I was not infantry. I was artillery. 08. The U.S. monopolizes the future of asteroid mining. We went simple as that. Asteroid mining. Wow, I just went full retard there for a second. I'm literally thinking of like 4 different things. Bad eggs, asteroid mining, who was in the service in 01, who went during the invasion. My brother-in-law was 0351, and he was there for the invasion. Thinking about it, that was a stupid question. It was my bad, man. No, it's not a stupid question. And Okay, so this is it right here. So there's certain parts of my service that I have not shared because they're kind of embarrassing. And I start thinking about it, well, if I tell that, I got to tell this. So when I blew my knee out, I was in the Middle East. We had just deployed in a combat zone, and I jumped out of the back of that. We just got the 7 tons, just got them, and this was during the invasion of Iraq. We were over there at that time. 11th Marine Expeditionary Unit. We were down Camp Commando. Where were we headed? Not to crit. Oh, anyway, it doesn't matter. We got deployed to a combat zone, and we were in support of. It was a reserve infantry unit. They were tip of the spear, headed to Fallujah, and I can't fucking remember who they were with. They were based in Vegas. There was a Vegas. They were a reservist unit based in here. Oh man, my memory sucks. We got attached to an army brigade. I can't remember. Fuck, man. Well, anyway, so in country, I jump out of the back of a 7-ton. Have my pack on. I got my gear on. I land wrong. Knee literally goes sideways. It rips my ACL, MCL, patella, and that little tendon that runs down the side. Now, since we were in a combat zone, technically, nothing happened, but you potentially could be. The corpsman literally told me to shut the fuck up, threw me in the back of the Exo's shellback Humvee, and I sat there for what I thought was a fucking eternity, because they couldn't do anything with me. I was not a priority. Once they determined I wasn't gonna fucking die of a knee injury, they basically, here's some fucking morphine, bap, shut up. After that, he assesses me, wraps me up. I go back to Camp Doha, but they renamed it. It's not Doha anymore. The Air Force Base in Kuwait. And I went there on a boat, came back on an airplane. Spent the next year in headquarters battery in the S3. I learned to type 55 words a minute without error, thank you. And yeah, that's how that ended. Let's see. The insurgents were shit. That's why when you said 01, I was like, in actually 2001 or that, because the invasion was 03. 01, the towers go down. Have I had my dates wrong? Yeah, 2003 is when the invasion was, right? 2002. Go over. Eager Mace, Infinite Moonlight. That was in Jordan. Cross-trained their military. Went to Israel. That was pretty awesome. Sinai Peninsula. Back to Kuwait. Then forward deployed. Yeah, that was 03. That was 03, Steven. Do you tell people you got hit in the leg with an RPG? No. So that back injury I have, I don't know if you guys can see this scar, but I'm like picking it. What's he doing? He's picking his butthole. Can't really see it in this lighting. Oh yeah, there it is. So from here to here. So I don't know if you guys can see it in the lighting, but from right here, where my thumb's at, to right here. There's a big ass scar. Can you just See that? From here to here. That got ripped open, and I'd have 48 stitches, and I would say like 30 of them were internal. Everything got ripped open all the way to my spine. You could see my kidneys. He said I was like a hair away from slicing into my kidneys. And everybody I told that I was in that one I told we got hit with incoming artillery. Or actually the story changed like 1,000 times. And it was actually a skiing accident. Do some diff. Thank you, brother. Serious surgery, still jacked. Yeah, dude. Las Vegas has best surgeons. Yes. Yeah, actually they do. They do. What are your pronouns? Okay, so I was going... When I was working for your mom, it was Cabana Pool Boy. Generally, I like attack helicopter. My pronouns. If anybody asked me what my pronouns were in real life, I don't know if I would slap him or not. Yeah, pronouns are Chuck Norris. Are you trans? Yes, I'm obviously trans. I'm gonna let Dean hang out and see if he can come up with this. You trolling or not? Here's the thing, Dean. Even if you are, nobody gives a fuck. It's really not an interesting characteristic to define yourself by. Like what you do with your genitalia and what you prefer sticking them into or having stuck into you doesn't matter, and I don't know why you think it would. Like, why do you think that's interesting? Are you Nettie? I'm about as natural as a Nature Valley granola bar. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Actually, right now I am natural. Believe it or not, I've been natural since I got the surgery March 9th. God damn it. Once again, I'm talking too much. I've done no fucking training. And I gotta get off this live stream. You know, now I need to warm up again. Balance is getting better though.
I can't find any other flavoring besides this.
This is curry. We don't want curry.
I can't find any other flavors.
Where are you at? Where are you at lately? What do you have done?
Mixed eggs, hot.
Just mixed eggs in a bowl, nothing else, right?
Just mixed eggs.
In a bowl,
Yes.
nothing else. So what we need is 8 cups, 12 cups of water, boiled.
Okay.
So you got the measuring cup, right?
Yeah.
3 of those in a big pot. No, let's do this. Let's see. Yeah.
I'm gonna do the hurry up.
All right.
So 12.
No, let's do 8. 8 cups, so two of those.
8 cups.
8 cups boiled. I like to do this lead kick where you step into it. You don't switch. You step into it. Man, I'm rusty. I am rusty. Ricky Bobby, where would you get some juice if you wanted to? From your mom's crotch if she wasn't so dried up. God damn, I can't do anything to lube that thing up. You get Patrick Cappy over there though. Dad kicked me when he found out he was trans. That's so weird. Like, you don't know anybody else. Like, you ever walk into like a Walmart, you're standing in line. Like, how's your day going? I'm trans. That'll be $15. Would you like a bag? I'm trans. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Or you know what I mean? Like, you walk around and you're like, thank you for calling Nevada Power Customer Service. How may I direct your call? I just wanted you to know I'm straight. Oh. Let's see. Timed out for what, you fuckwad? Where are we at here? Freshly wild. Who's timed out? Ricky says, please, Daddy. Ricky, unfortunately, I'm not your father. The dog beat me over the fence. Sorry to break the news to you, son. Somebody made a comment. Be more attentive to the comments. It's your job and you can't do it right. Damn, you talking to me? Freshly wild. Yo, smart, I got you with one. Just let me know. You want to get timed out. Who are we talking about here? Thank you, Peace. Peace -1. Like, if anybody's like making fun of me, I don't care. Hey, bro, working hard, I see. CD, thanks, brother. Let's see. Why was that deleted? Need a little more power in those kicks. Dean. Really? The guy training in his garage after taking a month off because he had surgery. And so what you're saying is like, you know, I can't like warm up or work with little kinks out. I need to be like an expert UFC fighter or what? It's like a guy training in his garage. And I love how guys like say you're a power lifter and you do a warm-up set. You know, it's a little sloppy and they're like, oh my God, your form is awful. And then you'll work up and do like, or no, in my case, like I can I can do like 3.5 times my body weight, which is usually about double the weight of most of the people who comment on my lifts. And they'll be like, "Oh, that squat didn't count. You went all the way down or something." And I'm like, "You can't even walk that weight out of the rack, and you're commenting on how much weight I almost didn't squat to perfection." It's always some guy like you never have like an elite level athlete or somebody who trains himself. It's always some like fat fuck with like Cheetos and beer stains all over him. All of a sudden he's a UFC fight commentator, and then like. And they never have any receipts for themselves. They have no video of them training, no accomplishments to speak of. So, I guess my point is, you don't have to delete the comments. I don't mind. You know what I mean? It doesn't offend me. I actually train with professional fighters, and they would say I suck too. The only difference is they're actually invested in me getting better, where you're just an asshole. You know? Like, why would I care about the opinion of somebody? What's his name? Patrick Cappy. Like, his name's Patrick, so he probably has red hair and freckles. I'm pretty sure he's probably been sexually molested, but he was probably forced to give oral sex. And that's hard to live with. And you got another guy like coming on and telling me he's trans. I'm like, okay. No, I mean, peace, just so you know. It's kind of like my channel's thing is like trying to get the trolls to... It's not that I encourage the trolls. I try to get them to be clever or funny. Or say something that we can all laugh about. So if I have trolls that suck, and they just say dumb shit, I'll try to like coax them into saying something witty and clever, and they've got about 3 or 4 comments, and if they can't say something funny, then I have moderators just get rid of them. So if you're a troll and you say something and you get removed, it's not because you were offensive, it's because you suck. You're not a good troll. Does that make sense? Smart Gamer. Who's deleting Smart Gamer's comments? He threatened to time me out after I said he was laughing about a comment someone made. Let me see. Too much seed oil in your diet. Smart better be sideway. Let's see. Use the speed bag. I can't use the speed bag. I can't find my. I'm missing my. I have a little chain and an eye bolt that goes into screws into the ground. So I got an anchor, and I can't find it. We were looking everywhere for it. Part of it's because I've only had one arm, so my garage is a mess. I've been basically driving. So I don't care if you guys get into it. I don't care what you guys say to each other. But don't block Smart Gamer's comments, okay, guys? We got into this last time where Middle East Beast started blocking everyone's comments. I removed him from being a moderator, and then when I went on to my blocked list, I found Middle East Beast on it, so that means one of my moderators blocked him. And I'm like, I'm not really cool with that. I'm not cool with you guys blocking comments of people that are on my stream on a daily basis. That's not fucking cool. You guys look out for me. You keep the content, YouTube standards. But if I wouldn't block a person, I'm not going to block somebody that I talk to every day unless they say something horrendously offensive. So I didn't give moderators power to win arguments. You know what I mean? If you're getting in a fight with somebody that you talk to on a regular basis and you use your moderator powers to stop the conversation, that ain't cool with me. You guys want to talk shit to each other, that's fine, but don't fucking block people for that. You know what I mean? What about me? I asked a genuine question and you insult me. What question did you ask, Bobby? Ricky Bobby, please, Daddy. Ricky, I don't. Did I insult you? I thought you were just retarded. I thought I was giving you an honest answer. Bro's got a whole speech for trolls. Looks like he's dealt with plenty. Yeah, that's what I do on a daily basis. Not the common. Are you a boxer? I wouldn't go that far. It's an offensive question. If you looking for the juice, you haven't done your homework. Offensive question. Are you? Who are you? Are you talking to Ricky? Borrow my left arm. Yeah. Hey, your cast was on last time. How's your arm going? It's good. I just can't put any. I can't resistance train yet, but I can take it out of the cast and move it. It can be like girls gone wild on here. Yeah. Okay, you're referring to Ricky. That's what I thought. I just wasn't sure. So honestly, I would have never thought that Ricky was asking a serious question, because if he was being serious, it's one of two things. He's either trying to be clever and say, like, this guy's on steroids, which is like, no shit, dumbass. Or, if he's being serious, he's a fucking retard, because why would anybody go on YouTube comments to try to procure steroids? And let's just say, do you share your prescription medication with random people? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not asking, like, where do you get your erectile dysfunction pills, bro? Like, can you hook us up? I can just go on the internet. You need to awaken the third arm. It's stupid. And people that, like, if you are a person that feels like steroids or testosterone, hormone replacement therapy, testosterone replacement therapy, or even just like, you know, the abuse of whatever, any of that, if you think that's bad or immoral, that's one thing. But that if you think your opinion speaks for other people, that's where it's an issue. Because, like, where you think it's bad, or you think it's cheating, or you think it's a problem, I think it's modern medicine, and I think you're a fucking moron. It's like you tell me that Western medicine has provided a path where older men can continue to do the things they love at a high level. Like, okay, like your opinion doesn't matter to me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't fucking care what you think. But it's usually from people that, like, either they've tried to take steroids and they didn't know what they were doing and they fucked themselves up or didn't get results, or they're people who are just weak in general, don't know how to train, probably took steroids, got a little stronger until it hurt them, so they stopped, lost all their gains, so now they've associated steroid use with strength, and so they think everybody who's strong is just juice, like that. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't. I could tell them, like, I was natural till I was 45 years old, 100%, and I trained my ass off, and I was a record-holding natural power lifter. And at the age of 45, I decided to go on testosterone. So I've only been on juice for 4 years, and then I only take, like, I don't take that much either. I could tell them that, but they don't believe that. They think, oh, this guy's been on trend his whole life. I mean, you can actually go back and look at my videos. You can see what I looked like naturally. Just go back to one of my first lifting videos, and I was natural in those. So, but I don't have the time or inclination to even try to argue that point to these people, because I don't fucking care. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter to me. You know, what you like or dislike has no bearing on what I'm going to do if I think it's good for myself. And I'm sorry you suck. You know what I mean? Like, go get better, bro. You start doing what I'm doing, you might have it like that. No, for any of you that says that's a really fucking arrogant thing to say, you know, dude, I don't really care what people can lift or can't lift, and it's never been like, whether you're good at lifting or bad at lifting, like, it doesn't matter to me. Like, I don't really judge people by how strong they are. You like lifting, we can hang out, it's cool. But if you're going to talk shit, it's like Wes Watson telling everybody how awesome he is. And the motherfucker can't even squat 500 pounds for reps. Or, yeah, he's Wes pretty much any example. Oh, yeah, I was watching Wes Watson in the Strength Cartel, and they were using straps to row 315 pounds almost standing up and throwing the weight. And a big boy talking all that shit he talks about how fucking strong he is. And I'm like, how old are those guys? Me, I'm like at least a decade older than a big boy. I only weigh 220 pounds. And Wes is a manlet. He's like 5'8". But if you're going to talk all that shit and not even be that strong, like, you know what I mean? All right. Yeah, the West tattoo. Nice. Fit flamer mode. You're 220. That's how much I was 230 right before competition. All right. I really didn't do that much training. It's 2:29. I've been on for 2 hours and 29 minutes. And it is goddamn 9 o'clock. I'll do one more set of switch kicks and then I'm gonna get offline. I'll help my daughter cook dinner.
Papa,
What's up?
it's boiling now.
All right. You can see I'm not gonna get any training in, guys. I'm gonna help my daughter cook dinner. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm sorry I really didn't get any work done, but we had fun talking, right? I love you guys. I'll see you on the battlefield. God damn it. Yeah.